Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy and welcome to a speed build of a tiny house for a gardener in The Sims 4. Now I woke up super early today out of the blue for no reason, maybe because I happened to fall asleep kind of early last night and I just was inspired to build. So the first thing I did was I just jumped straight on my computer and I started building this little tiny home. I've definitely been obsessed with tiny homes for a long time, and when the new Tiny Living Stuff Pack came out, it kind of like re-sparked me wanting to build these, although the pack itself didn't really help any when building tiny houses in terms of space saving. I do like some of the clutter items, but honestly, I didn't even really use them in this build because this build is a bit more traditional than modern. It sort of has more of a rustic type vibe, and a lot of the stuff that came in Tiny Living is more like modern or mid-century modern. Goes better with more of like the bowling and get famous stuff that we have in the game. So I don't think I used any piece. I might have used one or two tiny things here, but for the most part, I just used stuff that we already had. And I mostly build pink and blue houses. So my tiny way of getting around that is a brown house with pink windows. They're still pink. I love pink. It's very hard for me to build and not use pink and blue, especially in this game, because some of the other colors are kind of weird. Like building with purple is pretty hard. A lot of the purples don't match. Building with green is kind of weird. A lot of the greens don't go together. There's like light greens and mint greens and forest greens, and none of them quite match well. But the pinks are a bit easier to put together. And since it is my favorite color, you know, I'm always gonna kind of throw it in there. I rarely do like super neutral homes, once in a while, but for the most part, there's always at least some color poking in there. And I definitely spent a lot of time on the garden for this house. When you do a tiny home, we don't have a whole bunch of options for lots. I keep building them in Newcrest because they have these like, they have these 20 by 15 lots, I believe. But the problem is there's only two of them, so you're always going to see sort of the same backdrop, and Newcrest, as you can tell from the background, is very modern in terms of like the buildings and stuff. And when I'm doing cute little cottages or rustic homes, which I do a lot of, they don't necessarily, sorry, just burped, they don't necessarily fit in Newcrest. And the other worlds, I think the smallest are like 30 by 20s. There might be a couple small ones here and there. I'll have to go look, but my point is, I wish that Tiny Living also came with some sort of way. You know, it's hard to expect a new world with a stuff pack. That's probably impossible, but maybe a way to at least split a lot, which you can kind of just do with a fence and just don't use the back of it or turn the back into like a forest or a pond or something. But it seems like a lot of extra wasted space. So I always try to do some sort of garden, or I don't know, I mean, really garden, that's it. Maybe a pool, maybe a pond or something, just something so that the land doesn't look so empty. But again, on this 20 by 15, it kind of works fine because the house isn't micro. It's, I don't know how many tiles it is, but I wanted to make sure that it had a beautiful lush garden to go with it. And I was inspired to build like that little open attached shed. It's not technically a shed because it doesn't have doors on it, but I don't know, it's like a little gardening nook. And I thought that was super cute. So that was pretty much the inspiration for this house, and I just wanted to make the outside look really cute and pretty. But yeah, if you guys don't know, first of all, I haven't been recording YouTube videos consistently for a while now, maybe one a month, possibly. I'm mostly taking Twitch streams and Twitch highlights and putting them on here, but I did promise I would attempt some more tiny homes, which I am doing. I'm going to try to do one a week if I can, but the voiceovers are extremely difficult for me because even though I have a lot of experience recording YouTube videos for years and years, I've been doing Twitch primarily for full time for almost a year now, and it just is a different experience because on Twitch I'm talking to the viewers directly that are here interacting with me, and on YouTube I have to just think of what to say, and I've never been good at that. It's always been some sort of just random babbling, and as much as I don't want to do that, I don't really know what else to talk about, and there's only so much I could say about the house before I get bored talking about the house. So I imagine you guys get bored if I just keep talking about the house. So I don't know, I want to make sure that I'm telling you guys that because it feels weird to record these, and I just want to be honest with you guys, but I am trying my best. And I guess I don't know, let me tell you about how my weekend has been. So yesterday, my friend Heather, Arson Girl Gaming, and I went up to Disney Springs in Orlando, which is why I'm wearing my Disney sweater today, to meet up with our friend Ashley, aka The Tide's Changing. And she is a YouTuber as well. and we just went to go meet up with her because she was here for vacation and we hadn't seen her in a long time. So, oops. So I hit my desk with my desk. I have a rolling desk that, I don't know. No, don't worry about that. So we went up to go meet her at Disney Springs, which isn't actually like Disney World or Disneyland or anything. It's just sort of this, I don't know, shopping area where they have restaurants and stores and things. And we just hung out. We didn't really do much shopping. We just kind of hung out and chatted, and it was really nice to see her and catch up. But I had this sweater, which is really cute. It's got like a hood on it, and it says Disneyland across the arm. I actually got this at Disneyland in California, even though I live not too far from the one in Orlando. I'd never been to that one. When I went to EA Play with The Sims, they invited us out to check out, oh gosh, what was the pack? Oh my god, I have such a bad memory. It was Island Living? Yeah, it was Island. How could I forget Island Living, the one with the mermaids? I don't play Island Living anymore because the mermaids, poor mermaids, don't have very much to do. Let's not talk about that. That's a whole other topic for a whole other video. But yeah, they took us out to EA Play to preview not Tiny Living, Island Living. And the Sims also sent us out to Disneyland. And that was my first time going, of course, to any sort of Disney theme park. And it was chilly. I didn't expect it to be cold because I live in Florida, and Florida's hot most of the time. Now it's a little bit chilly because it's winter, but this was over the summer. And I didn't expect it to be cold at all. And I was freezing, especially when it got later in the night. And I kept seeing people walking around with this particular hoodie. And I was like, I have to have it. So I finally found a store that had it and I bought it. But the problem is, as cute as it is super thin. Like, it's like thinner than a t-shirt. I don't know. It's like a very thin material. So I guess it's perfect for the Florida weather when it's not too cold. And I don't know, it's just cute. I'm not a huge Disney fan. I obviously like The Little Mermaid and things like that. But I couldn't pass it up. I love the balloons and I love the colors. And they actually almost remind me a little bit of the Animal Crossing balloons, because you could get these super cute balloons in Animal Crossing that your character can walk around and hold. So yeah, and I love the colors, of course. So yeah, I almost bought some other Disney ears. I have these ones that I originally got as well, but they had some new ones yesterday when we went to Disney Springs, and they had seashells as the ears, and I wanted them, but also they were $30, so I did not get them. At least they were like the same colors as this one. I never wear this unless I'm forced to on stream. There's actually these channel rewards that you can earn by hanging out at our Twitch streams, and people make me wear the ears as part of one of the rewards, which is kind of annoying because, I don't know, they're kind of tight. Maybe I have a big head, but I don't know. I don't particularly like wearing them, even though they are super cute. So yeah, I had to resist the temptation to buy anything, because actually I did buy something. I lied. Hold on. So I got these cute little characters. They're called furry bones, and there's an artist that makes them, and I don't know if they sell them everywhere or anywhere else, but definitely they sell them at Disney Springs. And these are all hand painted. And so we had to get the little seahorse because he's adorable. And then I wasn't gonna get so many of them, but I had to get those cute little octopus because he's pink and blue. And if you remember, just a few minutes ago, I was telling you pink and blue are my favorite color combinations, and I thought he was entirely too cute to pass up. But the reason I actually went there was to get these two, which is a mermaid, which is me. I'm a self-proclaimed mermaid, if you guys don't know, because I am bad at introducing myself, and I didn't introduce myself today, but I'm a self-proclaimed mermaid who loves The Sims. So I had to get her, and this little flamingo, because my best friend, Heather, Arson Girl Gaming, her channel theme is flamingos. So I'm a mermaid, and she loves flamingos, and she actually bought these exact two a few weeks ago and has them displayed in her Twitch streaming room, and I was so jealous, and I had to have them to represent our friendship. So now I have them as well, and they just sit back on my table behind me with our two new little friends here as well. So that is the only thing that I did end up purchasing. I probably shouldn't have spent any money, but come on, come on, they're so cute. So that was my weekend. I will have Heather's channel linked in the description, as well as Ashley's as well, in case you guys want to check them out. Heather does YouTube and Twitch, and Ashley does YouTube, and we all play The Sims. Heather plays some other games as well, which I've kind of been getting into some other games, but I'm not sure if they're something I should post here on the channel, if we should stick to mostly like The Sims and Stardew Valley. But if there's any other games you guys are interested in watching from me, definitely leave me a comment below and let me know. So After all that random babbling, I think we're about to get into the screenshots here. And I hope you guys like the way the tiny house came out. I definitely focused more on the bedroom in this home. Normally I give them a tiny little bedroom with a single bed in the corner, but this time I wanted the bedroom sort of to be the feature of the house so that you have a nice big cozy place to sit and relax. I gave them a little sofa next to the bed, and of course the TV on the dresser. Oh, excuse me, why am I so burpy? I'm so sorry, I'm so rude. And then the small kitchen, but still very functional. You have seating area, a full-sized fridge, stove, and sink and all of that. Well, I guess the fridge is kind of half size, but it's not a mini fridge, it's an actual fridge. And I like the way it came out. It's on the gallery if you want to download it, hashtag Simarchy or user ID Simarchy123. And if you do want to come over and hang out with us on Twitch, where I stream Monday through Friday live, you can hang out with me, we could talk, we can build together, and the link is in the description. It's just twitch.tv/Simarchy, and I hope to see you guys soon. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see and you want to see more, and I will see you in the next video. I talk so fast. Okay, I'm tired now. Bye! Wait guys, before you go anywhere, don't forget to click over here to watch new videos and click on my face when I disappear to subscribe.